it. Bootleg intro. I'm so proud of me. Welcome back to the channel, everyone. If this is your first time, welcome. I am Pharmacy, CEO of Green Heifer Farms, which is a 15-acre medicinal plants farm in Liberty, North Carolina. I decided, I wasn't going to do Vlogmas. I'm not a vlogger per se, but I decided to come up with something else that could bring value to the people who are subscribed to this channel, or who may become subscribed to this channel, or maybe there's just a video that may pertain to someone, you want to send them that video. Anyway, I wanted to be able to bring more value before 2021 ended. So I came up with Farm BizMas. This is BizMas, 10 days where I am just talking farm business. I actually am having to change the topic that I was going to talk about today because it's raining, but it's okay. I have another topic I love to share with you all. So I'm doing this for 10 days up until the 31st. Expect the video to be loaded by 8 p.m. Eastern, give or take. Again, I just came up with this idea. Y'all know I am a farmer who YouTubes, not a YouTuber who farms. So I am committed to 10 days. Someone commented in the last video and they said my audio was bad. And honey, I don't know what to tell you. It's going to be bad. I am doing this on my phone. I'm not doing it filming this on the camera, because setting up the tripod, doing all that was just a lot. It was a lot. I do have a little ring light situation going on right here, and a little phone in the contraption, and you know, I'm cool with the audio. I'm on a farm. I have heaters going. You know, I don't know what to tell you other than it's not probably going to get any better anytime soon. That's not something I'm working on. What I want to talk about today for day one of Farm BizMas. I thought that was clever, y'all, by the way, BizMas. One of the most common questions I get asked is, how do you start a farm? And it's always a challenging question when someone asks me that, because it is such a loaded question. There's so many layers to it. And I usually respond back with questions. And I've found that sometimes people, the thing that tends to happen is I'm asking questions is creating more questions, right? And then it can become very overwhelming. I think that is a decision that should take a lot of deep thought. Now, my deep thought for Green Heifer Farms came a bit later. When Green Heifer Farms was founded, you all know at the time I was legally married, and so it was considered a joint venture. And at the point that it no longer was a joint venture, and was responsible, the responsibility fell solely on me. That was a point that I really had some deep thought and had to ask myself, do I really want to do this? Because I was just at the tip of the iceberg of figuring stuff out. And there were times that I was overwhelmed. I found that one thing that helped me, I still keep it. I went and got myself a very pretty journal, something that I'm going to take care of in my favorite color. And I would just be writing stuff down, writing down information, writing down dates. I filmed a lot on my phone, people talking to me, explaining stuff. I'd ask them, can I just film this? And I began just really going into thought about what it was. Well, one, do I really want to do this? Because this is going to be some hard work. It can be very rewarding. I knew that, but I also knew that I was going to be embarking on something that was going to be completely different than anything I'd done before. And so I had that thought. Then I had to think about, what is it I'm really trying to create? And I'm going to insert a video of my initial envisioning of what I wanted Green Heifer Farms to be. And the vision has evolved, but it's still there. And there are things I can kind of walk you through as I show you that video. So as I shared, I'm a very visual person. And initially, when I envisioned Green Heifer Farms, it was very structured. As you can see right here, didn't really have as much of a vibe. It was very almost clinical in nature. And I needed something to show me the potential for the entire property, all 15 acres. And so here I even thought about, future down the road. What is it I want to do? I want to have an educational facility and be able to have workshops, which I still desire, but it won't look exactly like this. However, this did give my efforts direction and guidance. It was important for me to create something visual for what I was trying to create, because I'm a visual person and I needed it to be very real for me. And I tell the members of my So Green Society to create themselves a brand vision board. And it's going to include their values. It's going to encapsulate the overarching vision. It's going to be a visual reflection of what you're creating. And it'll be a reminder, right? And so I wrote my stuff. Oops, slapped myself with my journal. I wrote my stuff down. I kept my little video library. Started, creating folders on my computer for files and information that I downloaded digitally. And I really had a visual depiction of what it was I was trying to create, because where I started, as I started doing research, I realized, oh, I didn't know that. And keep in mind, I bought land raw. So there were no utilities on this land. I didn't find that out before I bought the land. So it's important for you to know what it is and have a vision for what you're trying to create, so that you can save yourself a lot of stress and money and not make some of the same mistakes. Now, you're still going to make some mistakes, and there's still going to be times that you're probably going to feel stressed. However, as you start seeing things come to fruition, and your vision starts to become tangible, the stress it's out. The good far outweighs the stuff that I could do without or less of, far outweighs. And so that's also because I know what kind of business I'm trying to create here. And it's important for you to be doing your research. Don't rush out there and go and say, unless you can afford, unless you have more financial cushioning where you can afford to make some mistakes. And even then, why pay for mistakes when you could be using that to invest for, an advancement? Yeah. So I did have a moment where I went into deep thought, and I had to ask myself, what is it I'm trying to grow? Right? Does what I'm trying to grow want to grow here where I am? And how much am I going to have to modify things to accommodate what it is I want to grow? Is there a market for what I want to grow? What resources is that going to take? Do I know how to grow what I want to grow on a large scale? Like, these are all questions you have to ask yourself. And that is why I encourage people who say, how do I start a farm? Small. Small and smart. Do your research. Do you need nursery space? Are you interested in starting a fishery? You know, do you need outdoor space? Are you trying to do like big acreage, which means you're going to be doing lower price crops unless you have tons of resources to pay for people to manage high value crops on a mass scale? It's very, very expensive to do that because higher value crops usually are higher touch. With that said, I hope that this is perceived to be helpful. I know that is not the clear-cut answer you want with how do you start a farm. The easiest answer I can give you is do your research and have something that shows your vision, because that's going to be a reflection of your research. What do you want to farm? Why do you want to farm it? Who is your customer? Do you know how to grow it? Do you know how to actually grow it? What resources are going to be needed, and what resources do you currently have access to? And you can feel overwhelmed if you're not charting your progress. Registering your business is progress, right? Getting a farm number is progress. Narrowing down what it is you want to grow and start studying those plants, that's progress. And I'm a visual learner, so I need to see it. Once I envision it, once it's conceptualized, now I need to see it. So this is long enough. I am going to stop this here. And let me show y'all how it's looking outside. Come on. Oh, it's actually stopped raining. Ooh, it's cold, y'all. It's like in the 30s. Oh my gosh, it's freezing. So beautiful, so peaceful. I love it. Thanks for watching. Bye.